First of all, I'd like to say thank you, Ms. Purcell, for conducting this interview with me. Please share with me your professional background.
I have a master's degree in criminology. I have 35 plus years in the Indiana Department of Correction. I've been an assistant superintendent of operations and reentry for the last 18 years.
Very good. Please describe your experiences with regard to gun violence in general.
Working in the Indiana Department of Correction, we receive many offenders who have been convicted of offenses which have involved the use of deadly weapons such as guns. And oftentimes these crimes result in the death of the victim or injury to a victim, and so that's been my experience with gun violence.
Are you in favor of gun control laws? If so, why?
I'm in favor of gun control laws in respect to the sale of guns to the average citizen. I think we need to tighten up the laws in regards to the sale of these guns. I don't profess the absolute denial of guns to individual, but I think there should be a much more strict criteria in who should be allowed to buy or purchase these weapons, as evidenced through the many crimes that have been committed over the last few years that have resulted in the death of children and adults.
Very well. If so, of the gun control measures recommended by President Obama, which do you think offer the best results and why?
Looking at the recommendations by Obama, universal background checks, I think that's very important. I think it's very important who you are selling these guns to. Do they have a past felony conviction? That is very important. I even would go so far to say that maybe they should have and this would require changes in law into the mental health background of some of these individuals. But that would require a change in the law to be able to access that information in their health records. I think there should be a ban on assault rifles. Because they don't, in my opinion, I don't think assault rifles should be in the hands of the everyday citizen. I think there should be a limit on the number of magazines that go along with this. I think schools, they could probably use police officers, on standby in certain schools throughout the community, especially your inner city schools where violence probably tends to be higher than out in the rural areas. Of course, I'm always in favor of more police officers on the streets for better surveillance, and also for the better, probably more apt that you capture a criminal if there are more policemen on the streets. Sure, we could strengthen our laws in regards to conviction for gun trafficking or the use of a weapon. Especially during the commission of a crime, you could tighten up and strengthen the laws or the punishment for those offenses. I think one thing that's not added in this, I think there should be a tighter control over the sale of guns during gun shows. During my reading of this area, that is one area where a lot of these weapons are bought by people off the streets during gun shows, which is totally unregulated from the information I've received. And also, I've heard that over the internet, people can buy weapons, and maybe they should look at that as far as stricter control in that area. Liability for gun manufacturer and sale, sure, I think they should be held accountable since they make the weapons. To what degree, I'm not. I don't have a definite recommendation in that, but I think they should be held accountable. Especially since they make the guns, as far as where these guns and where they wind up at, they should be held to a certain degree liable for that.
Thank you very much for your time.